Hey guys, this is Oh My God Hacks 21, and this is a Gen 5 standard battle against Versatile slash Kevin slash Are You Brown XP, whatever. I've battled him so many times and vice versa on my channel, so go check him out and stuff. Link in the description like normal, and yeah, let's go. He has a new team against me which he's been trying out, and he didn't actually like using it, so he actually wanted to try it even more, so I was like, okay, well, let's see what you can do. His lead is a Kangaskhan, goes for a fake out, pretty obvious, and this is actually a missed sand slash. It's meant to be a defensive one, but instead it's an attacking one. So I go for a stealth rocks, and he goes for a return, and that return's gonna easily two hit KO me, considering this is a missed salve poke, and if it had the right things which I wanted, it would have lived it. I then go into my Venusaur, which is called Pen Island, first one to tell me or joke about that gets whatever and stuff. Return does quite a lot, and I'm gonna go for a toxic, knowing that's gonna be a 3-hit KO, and a toxic on the Kangaskhan is gonna be very nice indeed. So obviously, because this is a threat to my team, I'm gonna do the simple protect synthesis to see how much damage I can get down. But he actually switches out to a an Absol, and at this time I was like, dude, you're using one of my favorite poke against me. This should be illegal. But I'm going to throw a toxic on it, I think. Yeah, I throw a toxic on it because I know that even with the Psycho Cut, non-stab, and because my bulk, I'm going to live it. But he actually sets up a sword stance, which isn't my set Absol, but it's a damn good set one, to be honest. But he's got a sword stance now, he's +2. Now I know 100% I am not going to live the next Psycho Cut, so I'm going to have to switch out. So I switch out into my own Absol, predicting a Night Slash or a Sucker Punch. No, sorry, I predicted the Psycho Cut, which I do correctly guess. So even more toxic damage onto him, and now I can go for a Sucker Punch, but he predicts that and switches out into his other Pokemon, which he stole from me, you stealing it, because this is my Sandshoe, who is completely wool, or it's a wool Pokemon because it has an Evilite, and because the Sandshoe's got quite natural defense, it's quite a good Pokemon. The only thing about it is if it gets hit by one special attack, like its evolution, it's raped. So I go out into a Nidoking now, I've got a free switch in, and I can just destroy it. It then goes out into a Super Saiyan, and that's a reference to someone which I completely forgot. So I'm going to go fire off an Ice Beam because that would have been super effective against Sandshoe, but I should have actually went for a Slide Wave, but either way it would have knocked it out. But I get a crit here, didn't matter in the slightest, and I'm going to switch out into my Pen Island, my Venusaur, and I'm going to take an Ice Punch, and I was like, yeah, I could take this like a champ because it's not a stab and it's going to be no problem. But looking at it now, it did a hell of a lot of damage, and I had no idea what this thing was until this next turn, and then I realised, it's the Choice Banded, huge power one. Otherwise, it wouldn't have used, or it actually could have used. Actually, it wouldn't have used the Ice Punch. It would have used an Aqua Jet if it was anything else. So he switches out. Don't know why he switched out into his Absol, and I do a switch out, so I double switch into my Burn Baby Burn, which is my Magmortar, and it is scarfed, and he didn't realise it was scarfed until a few turns later on. So I'm gonna withdraw my Magmortar and go into my Venusaur just to predict the either Sword Stance or Psycho Punch. He does go for Sucker Punch, so that's awesome. Even more toxic damage onto the Absol, and then I'm going to throw a Protect off, I believe, which I do, just to get even more toxic damage on. And he's actually going to go for Sword Stance, predicting my Protect. So that was quite nice. So he's gonna get some +2 on me, and there's no point in me staying in, so I think I switch out after this toxic damage. So he's got to really start doing some good moves if he wants to get my Venusaur down, because I'm switching in and out. So I then go out into my Ravenhurst, which is my Absol, and just take a Psycho Cut. But he actually predicts the Absol to come out, and he goes for a Night Slash. I mean, that's going to be neutral damage, but because of +2, and he actually gets a crit here as well. I'm not sure if the crit mattered. I'm guessing not, because Absol's attack isn't actually that good. So that's a bit of a mare, because I actually needed that Absol for a lot later on, because it could have just destroyed through all of his team with this Absol gone. So he goes down to the Toxic, and I'm going to send out my Baby Burn, which is Magmortar, I've already said that, and he goes out into WTF first gen. This is Eradicate, and it's Guts, and it's got the Flame Orb, and I know exactly what it's going to do. It's going to Protect, which it does do to activate its Flame Orb, therefore it's going to hit harder. But one thing which I know is that I can live anything this throws at me, barring a Return or Hyper Fang. So he goes for a quick attack thinking to kill me, but actually doesn't, and because my Magmortar has absolutely beast in special attack and he has not very high special defense, it's going to easily one-hit KO the Raticate, sorry. So that's quite good for me. Then goes out into his Azumarill, and I'm going to get the hell out of there because Aqua Jet is obvious, and I think I fodder out my actually no wait, I fodder out my Magmortar here. Wow. I can't remember when I did this battle. It was like 2:30 when I did this, so I don't know what I was doing. So I followed up my Magmortar, hoping for the flame. Yeah, I was hoping for the flame body, so it would help me even more. But I'm then going to go into my Venusaur. He's going to be down to 9 HP from the rocks. I'm going to go for the Protect. I don't know why I went for Protect. Probably just stalling out. I don't know why. But Aqua Jet is going to be protected, and I'm going to get some HP from to do what's called Black Sludge, and he's going to go for an Aqua Jet, and there's no chance I'm going to live this considering how much damage a Ice Punch did. So my Venusaur goes down, and I'm really stuck on what to do now. So I go out into my Milotic, which I'm going to do the typical Milotic thing. I'm going to Toxic, I'm going to Protect, and I'm going to Recover. But he switches out his Azumarill and predicts my Toxic and goes out into his Kangaskhan, which is a really good prediction because that's what I do. So Toxic, and it fails because it's really poisoned. But I know I can roughly take another. I could probably take anything this Kangaskhan throws at me, and I'm predicting that it's going to throw a Fake Out at me. So I'm gonna throw a Protect at him, I believe. Do I do that? Yep, I go for Protect. And he's gonna go for a Fake Out because I'm predicting. And I think I go for Recover next turn just because that's all I do on my stall Pokemon. Let's see. So I go for a wow, my game froze quite a lot there. Right, it goes for a Return. And that's not going to do a lot of damage, I'm thinking. It doesn't even do half, so I go for Recover just to stall him out some more and stuff. Well, for me this is really laggy, so if you guys when I upload this video and it's still really laggy, then I'll probably re-upload it because I don't know what's happening here. So toxic damage is going on, and then he switches out and goes into his Super Saiyan, and I predict this switch because I know he can do a lot of damage to me, and I'm going to go for a Surf just to see if I can take anything out. But unfortunately, because it is not very effective, it won't kill the Azumarill, and he's going to go for a Return, and this is quite funny because it actually does 3 HP. So his Azumarill hates him, so yeah. So that was obviously a miss-salve. Probably didn't matter much, but oh well. Surf to the face is going to take out the Azumarill because he's locked into it, and there's no point switching out because stuff that would have killed it. He then goes out into his Hitmontop, which is called Me First, and it's obvious why it's called Me First because I'm going to Protect, and he's going to go for a Fake Out. And I was really thinking, should I have actually protected this turn? And I honestly don't know if I should have, because now it goes for a close combat, and I could have protected this one and got some more HP. I don't know what happened here, but I thought I was going to take this better than I actually could, and I don't take that well at all, in the slightest. Just no. I go for a Toxic and missed. Big pain in the ass, but may have mattered, it may have not. It would have made the game a little bit easier for me, and yeah, because I could have got a protect stall, but he goes for close combat. I just go for a protect just in case he predicts the recover and goes for, don't know, a Mac punch next. So yeah, he then goes for a close combat again because obviously it's going to finish me off, and I don't think there's much in my team which could knock me out at the moment. So my melodic goes down, and yep. Oh, burp, my bad. So melodic goes down, and he's going to lose some life orb, and I'm going to send out like a boss, which is my Nido King. And I'm not going to outspeed anything which he throws at me, but I know I resist a lot of his moves, so he's going to switch out. I'm going to get a free hit on his pre-slash, or slasher, which is his, or my Sandshrew you get, and I'm going to fire off a Sludge Wave. That's easy to one-hit kill, because Sandshrew's special defense is like 93, plus Evil Light, it's like 180 I think, and that's not going to take it at all. So down goes Sandshrew. Nice poke, just you really got to use it correctly. Goes out into Hitmontop. He's going to use a fake out just to do more damage to me and just to annoy me even more. This is my last poke, so I'm really thinking about what to do here. He goes for a Sucker Punch only because that's the only thing he can really throw at me, which is going to do a good amount of damage. But he leaves me down to 55 HP. I'm going to fire off a Sludge Wave because stab, and that actually knocks out the Hitmontop. So now we're down to one Pokemon each, and all he's got left is a Kangaskhan. And I know if I outspeed, I've won. If he outspeeds, he's won. And unfortunately for me, he carries the fake out. So that's good game, Kevin. It's always a good game when I play you because epic predictions and stuff. So yeah, that's the game. Ravenhurst out.